Hi, I'm Kay Ward, and this is your Dickman Farms decorator tip. I get lots of questions because you'll find me at the custom counter with some cohorts and colleagues this time of year where we make out of different ribbons, and this isn't even all of them, we can make bows, and we frequently do, to size, to suit what you'd like. But I also get asked, how do you do that? Because people want to know. Now you could go onto our website and there's a link in there that'll get you to a how-to that you can print out at home, but let me show you so you can have something to read and also something to see, because sometimes it's just easier. I'm a visual learner, so hopefully that helps. Now, when you're starting, it's easy to pick a ribbon that has an obvious front and back, okay? And this is a nice common size width. You'll find this anywhere. Nice things about this, it has a little bit of texture. It's kind of thin, but not too thin. It's easy to work with. Sometimes there's very heavy ribbons, and for starting to learn, it's a little tricky. And sometimes they're slippery. They're very slippery and they're hard to hold. So I would avoid those two when you're starting. So that said, once you have your ribbon picked, you can take it, and I do it a certain way. So I like to pinch it first, a little pinch like that. And you can see that I can see the sparkly side. Well, I don't want to see that first. I'm going to make that go upside down away from me. And I'm going to start with the center button, all right? And I'm going to make it come back. So come on back, little ribbon. And I'm going to put it, these are my holding fingers, and for me, these are my working fingers. So I'm going to put it underneath here, however big I want that center loop to be. Whoop, center loop to be. We're going to pinch it, and I'm going to twist it. And I always twist it the same direction. So I pinched and twisted. Right there, I'm going to fold it down, and I'm going to catch it underneath my holding fingers. Okay, so there's my center. Now, I make my first series of loops. So I make a loop, and how big is it? Well, it depends on how big I want it. I like to offset them. Some people like to have all their loops the same sizes. So, but I catch that ribbon between those. There's my holding fingers and my working fingers. Catch it, I pinch, I twist, and I always twist to the left. You can always twist to the right, it's your choice, but twist the same direction when you get going. And there's my first loop. Now I'm gonna eyeball it, and I'm gonna make it, catch it with that working finger. It's held up here. I'm gonna look, does that look about the same? Oh, maybe a little bigger. I have it where I want it. I'm gonna pull it and pinch it, twist it so it's right side up, twisting it left for me. And there I go, there's another loop. Now I said I like to stagger them. So I go a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna pinch, twist so it's right side up, and grab. Pinch, twist, so I loop it, loop, pinch, twist, grab. Loop, pinch, twist, grab. Okay, so there is a very common size. This size will work out to be about 3 yards. And this ribbon, by the time we add in the tail, something like that length, that ribbon is going to end up being about 3 yards. And this is going to go on things like a standard door swag, a standard door wreath, window boxes of up to 24 to 30 inches. A lot of things. This is going to get you through most things. Now, if you want, you could keep going if you have bigger pieces. And again, I like to stagger them. Up to you. When you get it as big as you want, you can do two things. I can add my tails right into there from here, however long I want them, or I could cut this off, cut the length of the tails I want, and then add that piece to the back, okay? But once I get it there, I need to secure all of this. So I'm gonna pull out my ribbon, and I want it long, or excuse me, my wire, because I need to go around, well, something. I'm gonna put it on something, so I need wire. Oh, through the magic, they disappeared. To do that. So I'm gonna go right through the center. I'm gonna go through my fingers. I'm gonna catch it underneath my thumb. So the wire's caught underneath my thumb. Push it to the back. So now I can actually kind of let go because the wire, I have tension on this in my right hand, and my left hand is still kind of loosely holding, but the tension's here. Now I'm gonna grab the whole thing, and I'm gonna pinch that closed, and I'm gonna twist the whole thing. And now I can let go. Now I have my little bow, and off I go. And now that it's pulled really tight, I can pull this around. One more thing I would suggest for this type of bow that you're doing at Christmas time and holiday, get wired ribbon. So if it sits down like that or you run into it, you can puff it right back out, form its shape right where you want it. So I hope that's been helpful. You know where to find me, you know where to find our crew here at Dickman Farms, and this has been your Smart Decorator Tip.